Cheers for joining us, Ryan. How are you, right?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks, mate. Thanks for having me on.
No worries, it's been a while, hasn't it, since we last spoke?
A couple of years.
Yeah.
It's not for any fault of our own, I suppose, with pandemic and stuff.
Exactly, but do you want to start by telling everyone about Golden Suite and maybe your story as well?
Okay, so yeah, the Golden Suite is an educational platform via a website and we have our own app on the App Store where people can learn to trade. The reason why I created this app is because I believe there's a lack of good information out there for Forex traders.
Yeah.
And being a self-taught trader myself, I know how difficult it is and how expensive it can be trying to learn to trade yourself, because of course you end up losing money when you're trying to learn, you don't really know what you're trying to do. So I created the platform because trading doesn't really take me a lot of time throughout the day. So I thought, what else can I do? Well, I can certainly teach, and people were asking me to show them what I was doing, so I knew there was a niche for it, and then that's when the Golden Suite was created.
Brilliant. How did you get into Forex? The story's quite interesting, isn't it? Tell us before Golden Suite what you were doing and the transition period.
Okay, so I kind of cut a long story short. So all throughout my life, I always wanted to do something more, and you got to try a lot of stuff to find out, one, what your passion is, two, what you're good at, and something which keeps you motivated, because obviously that's a difficult one. There's nothing worse than going to a job just for a paycheck, which is what I was doing. I was a ground worker, and I worked my way up with the groundwork company. I became like a manager and stuff. Then I started my own groundwork company, and you know, it just wasn't for me. And I realised you're only as good as your worst bloke. So I kind of wanted a business which didn't rely on people as much, just from my experience of managing.
And you use that term quite a bit, don't you? Good as your last bloke. I heard you say it a few times today. You said it in the past when we met as well.
Yeah.
That's a quote you seem to live by.
Yeah, because your reputation is literally only as good as the worst person you've got employed. Because as soon as that person does something wrong, that's now how people look at your company, or how that client will look at your company. And that doesn't fall on that person, that falls on you and your brand name.
And that's quite a good way of looking at it. A lot of people, they highlight their star performers, but it doesn't matter how well they're doing. If one person's holding everyone back,
I want them all to be star performers. If I've got a team, I want them all to be at the same level. Society in general, I think, waits for the slowest or worst person. You can't be doing that. I mean, at the minute, and I might be biased because he's my son, but my partner's a year art teacher, and or was. She's a housewife now because we've got 3 young kids. So she's been teaching my son at home. He's 4, he's his special year of school, how to read and write and do maths, and he's really far ahead. But at school, he's learning the really simple, basic stuff that he knew like 6-7 months ago, and the class, the teacher, is just trying to get him on at the same level. But he's so far ahead, he needs to be given more work, right? But this is the kind of general feel, the general vibe that I get for society in general. You know, rather than the teacher putting the extra effort and saying, right, I can see what level you're at that level, you're at that level, and kind of trying to assist each child, which I know is a difficult task, but if people focused a bit more on individuals, I think we'd see a lot more people excel.
Yeah, and what you would find, if you focus on an individual, they might not succeed in that skill there, but they may have a different range of skills over here.
Exactly, you get to know the person better.
Exactly. So, sorry, going back to where we were, the groundwork company.
Yeah, so I was doing that for a while, and wasn't really for me, but at the time I was dabbling in Forex as well, and I got into Forex just from my search online of trying different things. I tried some other stuff as well, and not that it didn't really work out for me, I wasn't passionate about it whatsoever. Came across trading, and I absolutely loved the scalability of trading. You don't need any more cars, any more staff, I don't need a bigger office space, I don't need anybody to scale my business, I just need more capital. It's as simple as that. And it doesn't require any more effort from me. Whether I'm placing a trade on a £100 account or a £100 million account, it's still the exact same trade, me pressing that exact same button. I don't need anything else. So I love how scalable FX was, and trading in general, and that really kind of took me in, and that was it, my journey started. And I started learning when I was in recovery, because I had an unfortunate incident, which obviously you guys know about, back in 2016. So it's coming out, 6 years ago now. So that's how long I've been trading.
Massively unfortunate.
Yeah, massively unfortunate.
Wrong place, wrong time.
We're touching it just quickly. So I was wrong place, wrong time. I went out to London one Saturday morning, and I stopped off at a petrol station. And as I come around the corner of the petrol station, there was a guy with his hood up, he had his head down, and he was getting really close to me. I thought it was a bit strange, and I was going to the cash point, and he was literally over my shoulder, and I was like, "Oh, you okay there, mate?" And with that, he exchanged a few words with me, thought that I had his money for some reason, and he looked a little bit out of it, to be honest. Then he just pulled out a big knife and just stabbed me straight through my right chest, which severed the main artery from my heart, which pushed me right back, and I was like, see the blood obviously coming out, and I realised I'd been stabbed. It takes a few seconds to process what's happened. Then with that, he's come at me again, so I had to try and run while I was bleeding to death, and eventually he got out of breath, luckily, and I started falling down to the ground because I was draining out of blood, and
your adrenaline wore off.
Adrenaline was starting to wear off, and then lucky for me, somebody pulled up in a van. His name's Chris. I'm still in touch with him now. I've been to his wedding and that, so we've become quite good friends over the 6 years. He pulled over, phoned the ambulance, tried to hold the stab wound. Lucky enough, the ambulance got there in time, rushed me into intensive care, into surgery, then intensive care I was for 11 days.
It's great, isn't it? You get moments like that, but they define you.
Yeah, definitely.
And look what you got out. You got Chris out of it. You got the time to actually sit down and look at Forex and actually. Would you have had that time if you didn't have the injury? Do you think you would have actually put that time aside to concentrate on learning something new, or would it just been groundwork?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I was kind of dabbling online, looking at stuff. But where I was sat at home for 3 months, kind of sternotomy, which they obviously had to open up the centre of my chest. I've got about 8 inches of scars going across my pec and down. And so I couldn't really do much. You can't pick nothing up, so it puts strain on your chest and stuff. So I just kind of sat there. I could operate a laptop, which was good, and about an iPad at the time. And it gave me that opportunity to really spend my days going deep into, okay, what can I make the most out of this? And rather than me just sitting at home watching TV and being really down about what happened to me, actually gave me motivation to get up, to make the most of my days, and right, a new journey started now. Let's make the most of it. This is a great time for you to really give it your best shot, and that's the time that I used it for.
I think it brings your personality to the fore, doesn't it, when stuff like that happens, and it really defines you as a character. And I think everyone has a moment, maybe not that severe. I don't think everyone has a situation like that on a Saturday morning.
There is those key turning points. Yeah,
of course,
I agree.
Everyone has them. So, in regards to the Golden Suite, we're now looking at next gen as well, which is a progression of the Golden Suite.
That's correct.
Talk to me about next gen.
So at the moment, the Golden Suite, anyone that joins, they can take the online course, access my strategies if they want to. They can watch me on live webinars where we show them all the trades I'm looking to take and trades that I've taken. So they get a really good insight into trading. This helps accelerate their career. Then once they know, they can go away and they can trade their setups manually. However, for me, my vision and dream has always been to semi-automate trading and make it as timeless and as simple as possible. And with Next Gen, this is my first software that I've launched, and Next Gen essentially does the analysis that I would have done. So it's done the analysis for me, then it simply sends me an alert, a signal to my app, the Golden Suite app, buy or sell. Then I literally need to just do 2 checks on that signal, and that will tell me whether it's valid or not, and if it's valid, I can just take the trade. And it's kept everything very, very simple, very non-time consuming, which is the goal that I want to achieve. So the direction of the Golden Suite, the way that I want to take it, is going to become more of a software-based company.
In automation. And I think that's the way it's going, right? I think if you can't keep up with tech these days, then you're going to get left behind.
You have to evolve, you have to evolve. You have to use the technology that we have around us, because it is fantastic now, isn't it? And to a certain extent, pretty much anything can be created.
Yeah.
And if you can use that to enhance your business and enhance your lifestyle, you have to.
And does the Next Gen then also send signals to the sort of the Golden Suite members?
No, so Next Gen is only available to the guys that want to upgrade to the Next Gen software. Okay. So once they're in the Golden Suite, they can upgrade to Next Gen if they want to, and then they'll get the signals sent to them. There's a few tutorials in there, so they know exactly what to look for once they get the signal. Then also Next Gen will tell them exactly what their stop loss and take profit targets have to be as well. So they don't need to work that out either. So everyone's trading Next Gen, we're all on the exact same wavelength, all placing the exact same trades. Yeah. So in the live chat, it's pretty good. Everyone's saying, yeah, I'm in this one, I'm in that one, etc.
You build a community, I'm assuming, within the Next Gen.
Yeah, so we've got the Next Gen community within the Golden Suite as well.
Cool. So we're both in industries really where they can be quite tarnished.
Yeah. Next Gen's a very toxic industry.
Yeah.
Very toxic.
And I know in ours,
Next Gen, sorry, Forex.
Yeah. And telemarketing and outbound marketing is no different. You do stuff differently. You put yourself out there. You're not afraid to put your face out there.
Yeah.
Tell me about. Were you aware of these challenges when you set up? And when did you become aware of the challenges?
I certainly wasn't aware how toxic the FX industry is, with some of the lucrative scams that are out there now. Crypto's out there too, and people are trying to get Bitcoin off people and stuff, and things like that, and in an unethical way to try and obviously mislead them, etc. So for me, I have to overcome that barrier of distrust. And the way that I do that, and it's worked very well, is one, of course, is put myself out there on social media, creating videos, giving people free value so they can see that we are the real deal. But also giving people 7 days free access to the Golden Suite platform. So they can actually access my course completely free for 7 days. They can watch me live on my webinars, they can chat with my community, etc. And they can actually see what we're all about before they make a decision, before they pay any money whatsoever. And that is a great trust building exercise. And secondly, it gives people the opportunity to see whether trading is for them or not before they spend any money. Because some people, they might spend, say, like 2K on a course. Not with me, I haven't got anything that's £2,000, but most of the courses are about £2,000-3,000. And they spend that on a course, after a month they think, you know what, this isn't for me. And it's wasted £2,000-3,000. So the way I do it, I do a subscription model. So people don't have to do one big upfront fee. They can literally just pay their subscription to access the course, etc. after their 7-day free trial if they want to stay. So they can make a decision for themselves whilst they're on that trial.
I guess about making it easy for the client, which in any marketing is the most important thing.
But I think we need to put ourselves in the client's shoes in any industry. First of all, I want to take on this new venture. In this case, I want to be a trader. Is it actually for me or not? And if I was looking to become a trader, I'm not looking for something where there's a massively high barrier to entry of paying thousands for a course. If someone's got a 7-day free trial, so I can actually check out what they're offering and they're not just trying to get money off me, I'd feel really happy about that. I'd feel a lot more comfortable. You know, 7-day free trial, no strings attached, I'm not going to be charged a penny unless I want to. I'd feel a lot better about that.
Exactly, it makes you feel more comfortable and I guess at ease with the whole situation across the 7 days and get used to the platform. And then I guess begin to almost build a relationship with the, you mentioned as a free chat community. So for the trialists, they have a community where they can speak to each other. So they're also getting validity of other trialists rather than just making a decision on their own.
Yeah, exactly. And they see the results as well from the other traders that are in the community, and a lot of them have got funded now from prop firms, they've left their jobs and stuff, so it's always good motivation for people that are coming in there aspiring to get to that level, the chance people that's already achieved what they want to achieve.
Yeah, no, that's great. And for anyone watching this, I get a lot of Instagram requests from Forex traders.
Instagram traders.
So I think people find this fascinating. What are the key things to look out for, Ryan? Because you're on Instagram, but you're a genuine trader and you offer genuine advice and the platform's genuine. So how do I tell the difference between Ryan Chandler FX and John Smith FX? And what are the key signs that people could you give us some value about what people should look out for?
I would certainly try my best, because it's actually very hard to spot a genuine trader from a fake trader that just wants to make commission out of you or try and take your money for a rubbish cookie cutter PDF course. It's very difficult, because what I've actually seen online is the fake traders actually try harder than the real traders. But there's one key difference. The fake traders aren't putting videos of value out there. They're putting more luxury posts, and they're trying very, very hard. And they really try and sell that dream lifestyle. You don't see many videos of them and their face saying, this is a trade that I took the community. You don't see many videos from them on live webinars. You won't see them, especially you'll never see them at events, hosting events. So in person, face to face. So there's some key points there. You'll see minimal FaceTime from them, and you'll see maximum luxury posts. Holidays, cars, luxury clothing. You'll see a lot more of a heavily based photo.
And that's technically the lifestyle thing. Is you could call it targeting vulnerable clients, because they're probably targeting the 18 to 22, 23, who in the utmost respect, there are some great traders at that age, I'm sure, but a lot that don't know what's going on. They've seen the Lamborghini, they've seen the Louis Vuitton bag, the Balenciagas on the feed, and they think this is great. You actually put that photo into Google and it's just a stock image of something.
It's just a stock image, well, they've taken it off someone else's page. So at the minute there's a common scam happening. It's happening to me and some other legit traders that I know on Instagram. They're cloning our Instagram pages and they're changing the name slightly. They're even putting the link to our website in, but they're DMing people saying, hey, it's Ryan here, or hey, it's Chris here, for example, and they're actually pretending to be us. And we keep getting the pages shut down by reporting to Instagram, but as soon as you shut one down, another one pops up. Yeah, but the key sign, if someone messages you first, they're usually not a trader. If they message you saying, hey, do you want to sign up, pay me in crypto?
Yeah.
They're usually a scam page, so just be careful. If someone messages you trying to get money off you instantly, be careful.
And what about in terms of when these people are on Instagram? Are they UK based? Do we know that, or are they predominantly foreign based? Where do these scammers come from?
Predominantly foreign. Of course, there is UK ones as well, but a lot of them have been from other countries because I'll get sent a lot of screenshots saying, "Hi Ryan, can I just check that this is you?" So it's important that if you are looking to trade and someone's targeting you, you do a bit of due diligence, which luckily a lot of people do now. I think they're very well weathered with these sort of sophisticated scams that are happening online. So I get a lot of messages daily of a screenshot saying, "Hey Ryan, can you just confirm that this is you that I'm chatting to on your backup profile?"
Yeah.
Well, no, that isn't.
I think there's little things out there that Barclays advertise, you know, when she's on the phone and she's like, "Did you see what I did there?" When she took the bank details. I think little things like that have made society very much aware now that these things
I think we need to be, because it's definitely on the rise. Definitely on the rise, and a lot of people working from home now, so maybe they are looking to venture into some other avenues to create a secondary income. So they're already looking for something to do. Then if someone targets them, they think, "Oh, this has come at the right time," and then they kind of get lured in a little bit more easily.
And probably, I reckon they've got a perfect demographic. And they're not. I don't think these. One thing that people think scammers, and they have these connotations with them. They're quite highly intellectual individuals.
They're smart people,
and they know exactly who they want to target and what they want to do with that. So away from them, let's talk about your members in your community. Talk to me, demographic of them. What do they look like? Who are they? What backgrounds are they coming from? I know it's going to be very diverse, but if you can sort of summarise.
So if I had to put the Golden Street members and the traders into a kind of broad category, it used to be mostly male dominated, but we've seen a lot more females coming through now, and a lot of females are becoming very successful traders, which is fantastic to see. It used to be a couple of years ago definitely more male orientated, but I'd say mostly 70% male, 30% female, but we've got a very good age demographic from kind of early 20s up to nearly 40 years old. So we've got a very good demographic there, a mature demographic. And the great thing about the Golden Street community is everyone is so positive and everyone's supposed to help anyone out. There's no toxic nature inside the community chat room whatsoever. If someone's got a question, they pop it in the chat room and everyone's more than happy just to jump on. And when we're a worldwide community, even if it's 1 a.m, someone usually gets an answer from someone in Australia or America, for example. So it's a really good demographic we've got in there, a mature demographic which I really like, and just a positive mindset. Everyone's on the same journey. And having that in one place is a very powerful thing.
Yeah, I guess they can all support each other and advise, you know, and from their experiences. So in terms of anyone thinking of trading, okay, let's say they're thinking of trading, what qualities in an individual would normally indicate they could be a good trader, or that they have the potential to potentially further experience trading?
Well, I truly believe that anybody can trade.
Okay.
They can certainly learn the skills how to trade. That's the easy part, it's the mindset. So emotional mindset definitely comes into play, because a lot of people let their emotions get the better of them whilst they're trading, and they let one trade control their emotions, because the trade will move up and down a lot before you may finally see some profit, or that trade may even make you a loss. And a lot of people get emotional about that, and those sort of emotional traders do not last long. There's some emotional traders, they've stuck with it, they've built up that emotional resilience, and they've become good traders. So it does depend a lot on your mindset if you're going to become a good trader or not, or if you do have a more emotional mindset, you're going to have to work on yourself a lot more than someone that's got more of a natural resilience. So you do need to understand who you are, and you'll learn a lot about yourself by learning to trade, that's for sure.
I mean, I hear a lot, personally I'm not an experienced trader, but I hear a lot of people watching their trades. Surely that's the worst thing you can do. The worst thing you can do,
yeah, because you just let one trade control your emotions. You got to get in the trade, set and forget, you've done your analysis, and when you've done your analysis, you weren't in any trade whatsoever, so your mindset was sound at that point. Now you're in the trade, especially this happens to inexperienced traders and traders at the beginning of their journey. It happened to me, it happens to everyone. You're now watching that trade, your emotions are getting involved, you've got money riding on this, so what happens is your decision making skills are now not the same as what they were before you took the trade.
Of course.
Because you're now emotionally involved. So your decision-making skills actually become poor. You start micromanaging the trade, which leads to either less profits or actually making a loss. Where if you just left that trade, you would have made more money.
It's interesting, these individuals probably, in their daily jobs, are putting money on the line, but it's just not their own.
Yes.
Because it's someone else's.
It's completely different when it's your money.
Yeah, I guess the whole thing. Yeah. Alright, cool. Well, look, this is our lead generation wheel, okay? What we're going to do, we're going to ask you 6 questions, get 6 spins at the wheel, and I want to understand a bit more about your own personal experiences within lead generation.
Okay, so I spin the wheel, lands on a number, and
I'll ask you a question.
Okay, I've thrown the wheel off, hang on. Done it a bit too hard. Here we go. Been a while since I've been in a casino. 16 we on? Yep, 16.
So, what are the 3 biggest reasons why traders would join Golden Suite?
The 3 biggest reasons why traders would join the Golden Suite. I would say, first of all, they're going to be in a community with like-minded people that have already achieved what they want to achieve, but also people that are at the same level as them. So we have new people coming in every day. So not only are they going to be able to chat to people that are going through the same level of education as them, say they might be on like part 1, 2 or 3 of the course, they can chat to them about it. If they come in and got a bit more experience, they can really chat to our funded traders, they can chat to me, they can chat to the Golden Suite coaches to help support them. So no matter what level they're at, they've got that support network around them. Because you may be going through something in your mind and thinking, you know, why am I not doing that well at this? What am I doing wrong? Maybe it's just me. No, it's not just you. You get to talk to hundreds of people in the Golden Suite chat room. They're like, no, I went through this. This is how I overcome it.
Yeah.
So I say 1, support network. 2, the course is just step by step, layman terms, uncomplicated, simple video tutorials with a big screen of me showing you exactly what to do, how to do it, and where to do it, and where it all works best. So I'd say step-by-step education, the community, and 3, you'll get an updated content every single week. It's not, right, here's the course, see you later, bye-bye. You're getting your hand held all the way through the process. So not only have you got that community support network, you've got and the support network from me and my coaches, you're actually getting brand new content every week. So I do 3 live webinars a week that people jump on. They're in the evening. We used to do them in the mornings, but a lot of people get ready for work and stuff. Yeah. So we're having a much better turnout in the evenings now, and a lot of people much prefer that time. So we changed it to quarters long in the evening, 3 nights a week. We have a recap webinar for all the trades that we took last week. Then on a Wednesday we have a market update, so what's happening, what trades are lining up. Then on Thursday, we have a technical training webinar every single week, just to help you refresh the skills you already know, or teach you any new skills that you don't know already.
I'm sure it's priceless bit of content, because it's real life, up to date, and things always change in your industry.
Yeah.
Well, they change in every industry, but quickly in yours, rather than just a predetermined e-learning course, you know, that you just press next on, you know, and it just goes through, but nothing's up to date, nothing's yours. Well, that's really interesting. So, next spin, what have we got?
Next spin, let's go. I've got a bit of experience spinning the wheel out. Here we go. 3.
Number 3. Which channel generates the most qualified leads for you?
Okay, so for me, with making awareness of the Golden Suite and what we offer, it is Instagram. I've had my Instagram page the longest out of all my social media pages, and I'm most active on Instagram. On my Instagram story, I'm active on there every single day, just chatting to the camera, showing people what I'm doing, what I'm up to, and I get a lot of messages, and I just kind of support people for free as well. Like in my messages, if they say, hey Ryan, I'm not part of the Golden Suite, but you know, I see on your story you're looking at this, and I'm happy just to help out and reach out and chat to people on there. And I try and provide as much free value as I can, so people that maybe can't quite yet cross over into the Golden Suite community for whatever reason, they don't have time or they're not ready to make that kind of commitment yet, I just try and give them as much free value as possible. So I like to think that I'm helping them kind of take the right path rather than make the same mistakes that I made, which are costly mistakes.
And in the long run, that pays off, right? So I'm sure they go, Ryan's helped me here and here, right, I need to sign up.
So not only am I building that trust with them, they're seeing that the Golden Suite does have the value that they need, so they say, do you know what, I've been chatting to this guy for a while now, I'm just going to take the jump and I'm going to join the Golden Suite, and it's free for 7 days.
Yeah.
So they come in, and even some people say, look, I'm not ready to sign up for a monthly subscription yet, do you mind if I take the 7-day free trial? I'm like, mate, get in there.
Yeah.
This is going to save you some money, you know, and you learn something in this 7 days, I'm happy, like, do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Instagram. Alright, cool. Spin number 3.
Number 3, the golden spin. We're at number 9.
Number 9. What digital marketing strategy works best for you? What channel? Do you do any outbound digital marketing?
I'm just about to start. I mean, I've done some paid ads in the past. We're about to start a new campaign to create more awareness of the Golden Suite. But I've got so much time on my hands where next gen is pretty much too much for trading for me. I want to start developing the Golden Suite a little bit more, and of course I'm taking it down that software route, which I think is going to be a really good successful route, not for the Golden Suite as a business, but actually for traders in general. So we're going to go down the Facebook marketing, and we're going to have some great videos on there, and we're going to have some good kind of funnels, which first of all, we'll have a video showing people about what we do. They like that, they can go through to some free education. So we're not just like sign up. I don't believe in that. Not that I don't believe in that just from converting a lead, but I don't believe that's an ethical way of marketing.
So it's a content-driven video, not a promotional.
Content-driven video. We have some promotional stuff which, first of all, kind of just more brand awareness. This is the Golden Suite. This is what we do.
Yeah.
And if they like that, they can go through to kind of free education as well. Because I believe that if someone really truly passionate about their product and they believe that what they do works, show people. Don't try and take money from them. Show them what you do. Like, if you truly believe that you're good at what you do, just show people, give them some free value, give them some free content, and let them make a decision for themselves. Let them know who you are and what your belief system is.
Of course.
And then they can make a decision whether they want to join your community or not.
And that decision is probably easier for them to make rather than if you went to them and sign up, because they already trust you, which is massive in sales.
Yeah.
They already have you, credible source of information, and they can see the proof.
Yeah.
And if you actually look at sales in general, whatever it is you're selling, those three are the biggest things.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it's a win-win, not only for the Golden Suite, but for the new potential member as well, because they will know 100% what the Golden Suite is all about before they spend any money with us.
And I guess it's just not sustainable taking on a client who doesn't need your services in the first place in any industry, and especially like with your subscription model, because they'll just bounce off, won't they? They'll do it for 2 months, get bored, they're gone.
Yeah, exactly.
So it doesn't make you, it's not adding any figures to your turnover.
No, exactly, yeah. I mean, I always strive for long-term value for everybody, just to kind of not keep them in the Golden Suite, but to become a successful trader, it's not a thing that happens overnight.
Yeah.
So we're trying to provide that continuous value for them, so that, yes, that's what I needed to work on. Great, Ryan's answered that for me. And I've got guys in there, I mean, we've got funded into the millions, right? And they trade on their own, they don't need me anymore. But they stay in the Golden Suite because they like the continuous value, they love the updates every single week, just to help keep them sharp.
Yeah.
So that, yes, I forgot about that, I'm going to get a bit complacent on that. That was in this week's technical training webinar. That was a good kick up the arse, I needed it.
Yeah.
And they love being around that community as well. So just provide that long-term value for people, so they've got a place to go if they want to trade with other people.
Quite important. Next spin is number 5.
Yeah, four. How many spins are we doing?
6.
Okay, let's go. Number 2.
What lead generation channel, outbound, works best for you? So direct marketing.
So
have you done any to start with? So email, LinkedIn email, telemarketing.
I would say direct. Going back to Instagram, I mean, we don't message anyone direct or anything like that. But the most direct I am is on my Instagram story. Swipe up.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, not swipe up anymore, is it? Click this. Click
and take them to a landing page.
Yeah, and they can go through. So I'd say, if you're struggling with trade identification, tap here, and you'll go through to a landing page. No email required. No credit card details. None of that rubbish. There's free videos to help you understand how to plot trends, etc., and understand higher highs, higher lows, and where your best trade could possibly be. So stuff like that. I have great success through that, just showing people some free value, and I'm not even doing that to say, I hope they convert as a lead. Just here's some videos.
I guess it seems from just speaking to you now that a lot of your demographic reside on Instagram.
They do, yeah.
So if they were elsewhere, the other channels would be beneficial too.
Yeah.
But at the moment, a lot of them sit on Instagram.
Yeah, they're on Instagram. I think that is maybe my own fault, if we can say fault, because I'm more active on there and I'm on my Instagram story every single day.
Yeah.
Day in a life, even earlier, they see me do my analysis, saying, right, I'm going to do a podcast again today, I'm going to see the guys at Your Lead Machine, great bunch of lads, and then I kind of do a little video on the way. So you can kind of get more of a day in a life approach.
Yeah, they get to know you once again, it's that credibility.
And I'm not there going, sign up. I'm just showing my day in the life of what I'm up to.
Alright, cool. Spin 5.
Here we go. Number 29.
29. How often do you review your strategies?
I'm just about to get back into it, and I've actually got a team which will be handling the strategies. And what they'll do, and they've told me their strategies and how they're going to do it. They're going to check in, and they're going to see what ads are working best with what demographic. So this is like a weekly thing. So there'll be weekly check-ins to see, right, how the ads performed this week, who's liking the free content the most, etc., etc. And then obviously, if the free content's getting the best hits, we can start looking to scale them ads more. So it's definitely a weekly check-in, that's for sure. Especially when you're starting a new ad campaign.
Yeah.
You need to check in more than what you would if you've had an ad campaign which is working for you and it's been going for 6 months. You wouldn't need to check in as much. But certainly at the start, I think checking in more periodically is very important.
And from your experience, how long do you give it before you change something? Let's look at Facebook, for example, right?
Yeah, so you definitely need to, if you're doing paid marketing, start off small, and you need to not expect miracles to work overnight. I'd say definitely leave the ads for at least 3 months. Just so people get used to seeing the ads, the audience are kind of getting warmed up, you're building that trust with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't just go, oh, this ad hasn't worked this week, change it. You check in weekly at the start, okay, so we're getting more hits on that, that's great, and you're taking notes, so to speak, and you can start to see where the traffic is diverting the most. And then after a few months, you can start obviously scaling those ads more, the ones that are working more, and the ones that aren't working as much, obviously you start turning those off. Because you're not going to start with one ad.
No.
You're going to start with, say you start with 5 with a low budget. Yeah. And then you can start to put, that's what you kind of casting it out. You know,
different messaging, different videos,
yeah,
see what works.
Right. Yeah, different ad copy, so on and so forth. And then you can start converting people with the trust building exercise, giving them free value. If they like what you're offering, they'll sign up, because if someone's looking to go with a mentor and they want to start trading with someone, I'd rather them see a Golden Suite ad and go with someone that I know that they can trust.
Yeah.
And someone which I know is providing the correct value for them with a 7-day free trial, rather than landing on someone's page like, oh, I'm going to pay £2 for this course, and it's a bloody PDF.
Of course.
And there's no community to support them. They message the guy, oh, I'm going to need some help. They don't get any messages back, which is a massive complaint that I've had when people come to the Golden Suite from other companies they've been with.
Yeah.
I never get a message back, and I'm stuck on a part on the course, and I've just got no one to talk to. You know, I've got no answer. I don't know how to overcome this roadblock that I've come to. We're in a Golden Suite, they're getting that in like seconds.
Yeah, that's a big community.
Yeah, they go, yeah, bang, bang, they go, cheers guys, move on to the next video.
Cool. Last spin.
Here we go. Last spin. Number 35.
Number 35.
Black 35.
What messaging gets you your best answers? Have you come to an example of your messaging?
It's definitely video content for me, and the reason why my page is quite heavily video driven is because I think if you can say something in a picture just by saying it in the video. Video does take a bit more time to create, and I always used to focus on these really high-end videos, and I do have high-end videos on Instagram and stuff, and my Instagram diminishes the quality a little bit, but 4K videos that I upload to the Golden Suite, I'll take clips out of those and put them on Instagram, which is the free value stuff. But what I'm doing more now, I'm just doing a video on the camera of me, just saying, oh guys, this is what I'm doing today, here's 3 key points for you on how to make your trading better today. And then I'll just put that on there as well. So the more video content, that has to be super high quality, it needs to be valuable. That is the better response that I'm getting.
Real life, real time.
Real life,
add value to people.
Yeah, and it's
single
face.
Yeah, exactly.
Face.
And I think that's so surprising. We've got these cameras now on phones.
Use it.
Get on it, let people know what you're about.
And you will feel uncomfortable at first. If you're not used to being on video, you will feel uncomfortable at first, but believe me, get out of your comfort zone, stick with it, and you'll start to see the results. And then the more natural you come across, the more passionate you're coming across, I mean, that passion will automatically start to come through, the more natural you start to feel in front of the camera.
Yeah.
So the more confident you become in front of the camera, your passion's going to come through, and you're going to be more of yourself. Because at first, when I was on camera, I was turning into the news reporter guy.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, today I'm going, and that's what happens. I think as soon as you get on camera, you kind of become this second person.
That's it, isn't it? People will buy you, and my opinion on that is, if they don't like you, or they don't want to buy from you, that's fine. Go to one. Because there's a community out there that will buy from you. And I get with anything you market, there's a massive problem. People try and conform to a certain market.
Yeah.
And there's nothing better, I'll use as an example, as pinstripe accountants.
Yeah.
Right, look at us, we're both relatively young,
Yeah.
got modern businesses. I don't want a pinstripe accountant.
Yeah.
I'm sure you probably don't either. You want someone that can be real person with you, real life,
exactly,
and have a genuine conversation.
Yeah.
And no, I think that's so true. Do not conform. just to please someone, because when you're pleasing one person, you're actually losing your original base of 30,
you couldn't have said that better, because as soon as you accept, and I've said this in other podcasts that I've been a guest on, I'm a massive fan of acceptance. So if any walk of your life, as soon as you accept stuff, the better you can either move on from it or take action. And as soon as you accept, not everyone's going to like me, not everyone's going to want to sign up to the Golden Suite. My trading style is not going to be everyone's trading style that they want to do. Some people might be wanting to scalp, some people might want to be swing traders. I'm a day trader. So as soon as you realise you're not going to appeal to everybody, the better. But there's one thing you have to do, is stay true to being you and being yourself. And you can't try and bend your product to fit every single person.
Exactly.
Your product is your product, your offering is your offering, your service is your service. Keep it genuine, keep it what it is, and if people that like it, they'll like it and they'll come on board. If people that don't like it, that's fine. Don't force them. They move on to someone else's product which is more suited to them. There's nothing wrong with that.
I think that's such a good message to end this on. So thanks for joining us, and I think the key thing for anyone sort of that's watching this is be yourself.
Be yourself.
It will take you on your own journey, even if you get roadblocks.
Yeah, trust me, there's people that are going to like you and people that aren't going to like you. It's fine. Like, be you.
Exactly. Cheers for coming on, Ryan.
Appreciate it, mate. Thanks a lot.